that I did not know I had. I'm like, oh yeah, I did stuff like work sometimes.
So much work. Oh my God. Anyway.
Moving on.
I'm now like recalling like an entire like journal I had to like input in for like when I was reading 1984, and I need to like move on from that part of my life.
I understand.
Anyway, I think, am I still on my first fucking page of notes? Yes,
yeah,
because
I am.
Alli needs to raise her SAT scores to get into MIT. She needs help with English, and Claire's going to help her study. But Allie's like, oh no, like, I have plans with Leo tomorrow after he gets off work at the Dot. And I'm like, was it? I never remember him actually getting the job there. Like, I think she talked about it, but whatever. And Claire's like, what's more important, getting into MIT or like hanging out with your boyfriend? And Allie's like, good point.
Yeah.
Basically.
Which I'm glad that she's kind of realized this. Because Alli, who dated Johnny DeMarco, would have been like, hanging out with my boyfriend, which is never the right choice.
No.
Idiots. And then she's with Leo, and she mentions MIT to Leo, and he's like, excuse you? Because he's like...
I don't think we're there yet.
We're
not there at all. Because then we go...
My note's just you with Leo, so I just assume.
So we walk into the West Drive set, and Maya's talking about her dumb idea of how she wants to, like, be wearing a cheerleader uniform, and then it'll get stripped off of her and reveal a hipster. Which made me want to barf.
I like... What? No.
Also, I feel like anyone who was a hipster didn't call themselves a hipster.
No.
That would have been against the hipster law.
It is against the hipster law. Also, I don't know if this made its way to you, but my freshman year of college, there was this like, was it a Tumblr or just a regular like blog? I can't remember. It was called "Look at This Fucking Hipster."
That sounds familiar.
It was the best thing. It was like my favorite thing in all of 2009.
Yeah, I feel like when we were in college was like the height of hipster times.
Yeah.
Like when that was like a very common deal that we had to deal with. I'm sure you had a lot more of it in your face because you went to school in New York.
Yeah.
Because it like originated in like Williamsburg essentially, right?
Yeah. I went to art school in New York, and before I moved to Brooklyn, I would hang out in Brooklyn, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. We just had, like, janky, like, rundown bars where they would, like, have PBR exclusively. That was, like, the most exposure I really had in Missouri. Anyway, Zoe is like, no, let's not do that. But first we find out that they got access to the set because she was tight with a key grip. And...
Sure, that seems like someone who would have access.
And then... some actor guy who I guess was on the show. I don't think he was Gatsby.
No, because I think Gatsby's a woman. I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't fucking remember. But they're shooting in Gatsby's bedroom. But, like, some actor guy comes in and Tristan is extremely starstruck. And
they imply that he's bi.
Right. Or at least his character that he plays on West Drive might be bi.
Yeah.
I don't remember. And I guess he's going to be in the music video. And Zoe wants the music video to be a little bit more risque. And Tristan is like, hey, don't worry. Like, lots of people do that. Beyonce, Lady Gaga. I think he says Lady Gaga first. He says it twice. I ruined it. Whatever. He says Lady Gaga. His only frame of reference is Lady Gaga.
It's fun. It's a good time. All right, moving on. Maya is hesitant, and then she's like, well, I guess so. And then we're all like, oh, you won't regret this at all. That's fine. Also, the video, I mean, we'll get to it when we see the video. It's not that risque. Like, her lyrics are way more sexual than the video is.
Yeah. But then Drew gets home only to discover Dallas like macking with some girl, and then he like doesn't stop when Drew walks in the room, and it's gross. And Drew is like, what the hell are you doing? And Dallas just doesn't really give a shit. Also, he doesn't remember this girl's name, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's not a cool move. Also, it reminded me of, just like with boundary crossing, it reminded me of Manny bringing Craig back to Emma's house.
Oh, yeah, the basement. But then I don't know. Dallas, like, is just drinking and hooking up with girls and doesn't give a shit. And Drew's like, what about hockey? What about Rocky? Or maybe I'm thinking about this. I don't know what's going on.
No, yeah, he mentions all those things. It's just unfortunate that they happen to rhyme.
But then we're at the dot, and Alli comes in and is like, excuse me, where's the restroom? And then Leo, like, pulls her aside and they start kissing. I'm like, you can't kiss when you're at work. Stop it. And then she says that she is basically ditching him to study with Claire, and Leo is being a dick about it.
And he's also being a dick about the MIT thing, which, okay, so my whole thing on this, because he's like, it's in America, I moved to a different country for you. Two things. One, if Leo, A, was not an asshole, and B, had, like, if Alli had asked him to move for her, then he would have a full right to be mad. But he just kind of up and did it.
Yeah.
He just showed up. Like, it's not like she really had time to be like, oh, you moved here. I'm going to move to a different country in, like, 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. Also, if you'd known each other more than 5 seconds, you would have known that MIT was her dream anyway. And she's like, MIT's my dream. And he's like, I thought I was your dream. And it's gross and I hate it. But then we're shooting the music video. And the song is not awful. It's not one of her worst ones. But yeah, the lyrics are like, unravel me, what's underneath. The fucking West Drive guy is shirtless. And she's in her bra. And there's a lot happening. But it's like not that risque.
It's not even a sexy bra, though. It's like a bandeau.
Right. It's like a halter bandeau deal.
Yeah.
And then while they're watching it back, like the next day, I guess, Miles looks extremely uncomfortable watching it. And then they're like, after it ends, she's like, so what do you think? And he's like, it's not bad if you like porn or something like that.
Am I insane, or is this video nothing? Like, it's mostly hilarious. And also, I feel like if this kind of video came out on YouTube and it was on the set of a very popular TV show and it featured a, like, lead character heartthrob from the TV show, people wouldn't be making fun of her. It would go fucking viral.
Seriously. And it's also, like, anything you see in this music video is nothing that you wouldn't see, like, on Degrassi or on, like, a CW show. It's, like, it's not that bad. It's not bad at all.
I feel like I've seen more on a CW show.
Yeah, probably. I've seen, like, actual weird strip teases on multiple CW shows.
I was thinking about that for Gossip Girl, and now I just realized it's also Riverdale, right?
Yep, those are the two things that also just connected in my brain while I was saying that sentence.
Also, that fucking dance off in Riverdale in season 1, I can't. You guys, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry.
The cheerleader thing?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't... Any of, like, the weird extracurricular shit they try to shove down your throat on Riverdale, like, anything having to do with high school, I'm like, why are we even trying to do this? Nobody cares about this. Let's not pretend that these children go to school.
I was just, like, embarrassed watching that dance off. I was like, no, you guys, this is bad.
But then Drew almost runs into Imogen or something, and she says, guacamole! And basically Imogen tells Drew to scare Dallas straight because he's worried about him.
Do you think they, like, because I feel like, so Imogen has definitely changed since we first met her. She was, like, I feel like when we first met Imogen, she was just manic, and now she's manic pixie dream girl. Do you think this came with, like, the rise of Zooey Deschanel? Like, she's just Bobo Zooey Deschanel, right?
I feel like Zooey Deschanel happened way before. Zooey Deschanel was, like, 2009. Like, that's, like, whenever 500 Days of Summer came out, I was definitely still in high school. I was maybe a senior, but it definitely, I think, but maybe New Girl's happening now. I don't know. Maybe.
I keep forgetting how late this was.
Yeah, it's like 2013. But I don't know. Degrassi tends to be late to the game on a lot of things. So maybe. But then we're also, is it Manic Pixie Dream Girl or is it like Adorkable?
Yeah, it's little column A, little column B.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, because isn't like Natalie Portman in Garden State more manic pixie dream girl? Or I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that's sort of carried over to everything though, because it's also like Kirsten Dunst and Elizabethtown is like
Right.
very much manic pixie dream girl, or like Clementine in Eternal Sunshine.
Oh yeah,
And like I think Zooey Deschanel. Yeah, I mean,
it's like the next step after that.
she's like a lighter version. She's like a less like likely to get
much
you.
lighter version.
Yeah, she's like a less likely to have you end up in jail for like a weird misunderstanding.
Right. She's less manic. She's just pixie dream girl, basically. She's like Tinkerbell,
Yeah, it's annoying.
but without like the sass.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Anyway, then Miles is being a fucking asshole at the lockers and is like, "You're not the person I thought you were," and is like, and basically he literally calls her a slut and then shows her the space range page that has been made, like that has photoshopped Maya's head on like naked bodies, which is gross and I hate it.
It's gross and I hate it, and also it's a weird leap from this not sexy
I
music
know.
video. I don't understand. Also, he's like, he takes everything very literally, like it isn't a fictional music video. He's like, so you're fucking that guy now, basically? It's like, wait, what?
She's like, I was acting. She's like, that wasn't me. I was acting. That's the point. That's what are you talking about? And, oh my God.
Are all these people insane?
Yes. But then we're with Drew, who is paying the blonde girl to do something to help scare Dallas straight. And I knew he was going to say that you're pregnant. And my first thought, like before even any of this happened, and I was like, did they actually have sex though? And then we find out later what happens.
Also, my note for this, because Imogen was talking about, like, ghosts of the past or something, or, like, whatever, I was like, is he Ebenezer Scrooging? Like, I thought he was going to have, like, 3 women from his past come to him and, like, do a thing. But I was like, no, that's too much even for Degrassi. But for me, that would have been very funny and worth watching this episode.
It would have had to have been, like, an A plot for this to happen. This is solidly the C plot. But then Alli is not paying attention to studying, and then she's like, God, Leo's right. Like, maybe I should just go to TU. Like, he moved here for me. And Claire and everybody is like, what the fuck are you talking about, you goddamn idiot? Do not give up your dream for Leo. Or at least I was screaming that at the screen.
I was also screaming that because what is wrong with you? You don't know him, and he hurts you.
Motherfucker. I don't get it. Okay. And then we are with Zoe and Maya, and Maya's like, oh my God, this music video, can you take it down? Like, it's causing all these problems. And it's like, girl, even if she took it down, like, once you put something on the internet, you can never take it back down for real. Like, it's there forever. I'm sorry.
Which is not even the point that Zoe makes. She says, this is the price you pay for fame.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess.
And she's like, Kim Kardashian started with the sex tape and she turned it into $1 billion empire. You should be proud or something. And Maya's like, I don't want to be Kim Kardashian.
Which is fair. Also, it's not a sex tape. It's not even a sexy video. It's like weird. Her lyrics are way more sexy than, I mean, sexual. They're not sexy. They're upsetting, frankly. Her lyrics are way more sexual than anything this video is trying to show me.
It's just stupid. I don't get it. And that, like, this is the same show that showed, like, the fucking whale tail. Like, it's not even as sexy as that episode of Degrassi. Like, come on, people. Fucking Emma, like, stripped in front of a crowd of people at that like, energy drink event.
I forgot about that!
Like,
oh my God!
Like, these children should not be scandalized by this video in any way. Like, this is so stupid. But anyway, and Zoe's like, just ignore it. And I am like, it is good to just ignore it. Don't feed the trolls. Also, like if you don't address it, it'll blow over. Like